Hello there, students. Welcome to our general mathematics subject. We are now on lesson 3.2, operation of functions, specifically multiplication and division. This is Mrs. Clear P. Hamero, your subject teacher. Previous discussed topic in lesson 3.1, we've discussed the first two operation of functions, wherein addition and subtraction of functions. to sub to add the function, you just need to follow the addition process, or you need to add the two functions given. And the same manner, when you're going to subtract the functions, you have to subtract each term or every term from the first function given. Now, the lesson objectives for our lesson 3.2. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to perform the operation of functions, specifically multiplication and division. All right, so we will have the definition of product, or the result of multiplication, and quotient, the result of division. So we will still let two functions, first the f and second the g. So we have here the f and g. All right, so for product, we are going to multiply. Therefore, f times g of x is equal to f of x to become function times g of x. So we have two functions needed in order for us to multiply. And we can arrive at a result of the product. All right, for the quotient naman, we have here the f over g of x. Ibig sabihin that f of x over g of x, or divided g of x. But you should have the restriction of g of x must not equal to 0. Because if the g of x is 0, it cannot be defined. So undefined po siya. Because the numerator is not 0, but the denominator is 0. The result of that is error, therefore undefined. All right, let's have an illustrative examples. First, we have here two functions. First, the f of x is equal to 3x minus 2. And the next one is g of x is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 3. You have to find the multiplication or the product of these two functions here. So how are we going to do that? First, we have to define. So the definition of product is f times g of x is equal to f of x times g of x. So this here point in the middle represents the product, or the times. All right, so when you see point in the center like that, that is product or multiplication. Or you can also present it like this. It's also a product. You use brackets. But here, we will just use the point. All right? We will use the point here, this one. Okay, next thing to do is we have to substitute the value of functions. We have here for f of x, we have the value or the substituted function 3x minus 2 times, that's why we use already the brackets, parentheses rather, to represent the multiplication. So for g of x, we have x squared plus 2x minus 3 given above. So we have to multiply. How to do that? We will use the distributive property, because when we have here the binomial, Binomial means dalawang terms. So, 3x and negative 2. 2 terms na yan. To trinomial. Trinomial means 3 terms. We have here the x squared, the 2x, and the negative 3. Yung 3 terms na tayo. Now, to multiply binomial to trinomial, uunahin muna natin si 3x. Bring down natin si 3x dito. Then, i-multiply natin siya lahat dito sa ating second function. So, that's why nandito si x squared plus 2x minus 3. And then, next is, i-separate natin dito si negative 2. So, nandito si negative 2. And then, we have to multiply again with x squared plus 2x minus 3. Yun po ang ibig sabihin ng distributive property. Ibig sabihin, we distribute it here one by one. Ganon. Ganon yung explanation. So, to do it, nilagay lang natin ng nakaganito siya para easy ang access natin. Then, at the second part naman, ganito yun siya. Oh, nilagay lang natin dito para mas easier siya when we multiply. Alright? I hope na maliwanag yan sa inyo. Now, let's proceed to distributive property already. How to distribute this? First is, okay, 3x times x squared, meron tayong 3x cubed. So, when we multiply numbers with variables, we are going to add the degree of the variable. So, may isa dito si x, may dalawa dito, therefore, nagiging 3x cubed na siya. So, 3x times x squared, that means positive 3 cubed. Next, multiply 3x times 2x, meron tayong 3 times 2, 6. Add natin yung isa dito at saka isang variable, magiging x squared na siya. So, meron tayong 6x squared. Positive, kasi positive si 3, positive si 2. Next, 3x times negative 3. Negative times positive, that is negative. Ito siya, negative. Therefore, 3x times 3 is 9x. Walang x dito, therefore, isa lang yung x. Therefore, 9x siya. Next, tapos na tayo for this. Proceed tayo dito na part. Alright? We have here negative 2 times positive x squared. So, magiging negative 2x squared siya. Next, negative times positive 2x. Isa lang po yung x kasi walang x dito. That's why you will have negative 4x. Then, negative 2 times negative 3, that is positive 6. So, negative times negative, the result is positive. Then multiply the number 3 times 2, that is 6. So you already have the result of distributive property. All you need to do is you have to combine like terms. To combine like terms, first, you will have the highest degree. So ano yung pinakamataas? Walang iba, si 3x cube lang yung may pinakataas na degree. Ang degree niya is 3. Ang iba is 2, 2, 1, 1, and wala. And then, we will have to bring down 3x cubed since wala namang ibang may x cubed. Therefore, 3x cubed bring down. Next, we can combine the positive 6x squared with negative 2x squared. Therefore, we will have positive x squared minus or plus negative 2x squared. Again, recall that when we are going to add, unlike sign, so negative 2 yung baba, positive yung taas, proceed tayo sa minus. Therefore, 6 minus 2, that is 4. Bring down x squared. Then, we will check kung sino yung may mas malaking number. Si 6 po. 6 then positive, negative. Positive si 6. Therefore, our answer is positive x squared. Okay, when we add with the same variable and power or degree, we will just bring down it. So, bring down natin yung x squared dito. Alright, that's why meron tayo 4x squared minus, okay, 4x squared yung sagot. 4 positive 6 squared plus negative 2x squared. Alright, next, we will have the next one. Okay, what about the negative 9 can be added with or can be combined with, wait. Can be combined with negative 4. So, negative 9x plus negative 4x. So, the same sign sila, negative, negative. So, bring down x lang. When we add negative and negative, we are going to add the number and copy the sign. So, when we add the number 9 plus 4, that is 13, then copy the sign negative. So, the result is negative 13. So, negative 13x siya. Therefore, bring down lang natin si positive or si plus 6 kasi wala naman ibang may constant na walang variable, si positive 6. Alright, so the final answer is we have 3x cubed plus 4x squared minus 13x plus 6. Alright? Okay, another example. What if from that result in the previous slide, we have to evaluate? So, what if papalitan na natin ang x ng negative 2? So, we will have, again, papakita ko lang kanina kung ano yung result kanina. The result earlier is 3x squared cube plus 4x squared minus 13x plus 6. So, sasubstitute lang natin si negative to lahat ng x dito. So, magiging, pati yung x dito, pinalitan na natin ng negative 2. And then, yung x dito, pinalitan natin ng negative 2. X dito, pinalitan ng negative 2. At saka yung x dito, pinalitan ng negative 2. Now, since we've done with replacing all the x with negative 2, we will have to perform the operation or simplify. First is, of course, start tayo dito kay negative 2 cube. Okay, kopyahin muna si 3. Nandito si 3. Negative 2 cube, ibig sabihin ng negative 2 cube is negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So, negative 2 times negative 2, that is positive 4. Positive 4 times negative 2, that is negative 8. That's why our answer here is negative 8. Alright? So, we will proceed with the next one. What about if, okay, we have here, ito muna, negative 2 squared. Ibig sabihin, negative 2 times negative 2. So, negative 2, that is positive 4. Meron tayong positive 4. Bring down lang natin yung 4 dyan. And the next one is, okay, dito na tayo, negative 13 times negative 2. So, si negative 13, multiply natin kay negative 2. When we multiply negative, the result is positive. So, 13 times 2 is 26. Positive 26. Therefore, the answer is plus 26. Alright? And then, we will just bring down positive 6 kasi wala naman siyang kailangan na i-perform na operation specifically dyan na part. Therefore, we will proceed. Tapos na tayo nag-perform ng operation. We will simplify the result. Okay, we will simplify this. Oh, as you can see here, meron pang mga naka-parentheses. Therefore, we can still perform some operations here. So, yung 3, we will multiply it with negative 8. Meron tayong sagot na negative 24. 24. Okay? Negative 24. 3 times negative 8, negative 24. Plus, bring down yung plus. 4 times 4, that is 16. Plus, bring down 26 plus 6. Then, we will combine already. 24 plus 16. Okay? Si negative 24 plus positive 16. Okay, first you have to follow unsa ang pinakamadako na number, si 24 ang may pinakamalaking number, and then the sign of 24 is negative. Therefore, your answer is negative. So 24 minus 16 would give you negative 8 or 8 kasi nakalagay na po yung negative dyan kasi you have to follow the biggest number sign. We have here negative 8. So, negative 8. Okay, dito na tayo na part. Plus 26 and plus 6. So, mauna na naman tayo dito kay plus 26. So, negative 8 plus 26. Ang inyong sagot is kailangan positive kasi mas malaki si 26 kaysa kay negative 8. And then 26 is positive. Therefore, the answer is positive. So, we will have the answer of, so 8, 26, meron tayong, would give us positive 14. 14? 18, rather 18, sorry. Positive 18. Sorry. Negative 8 plus 26, so positive 18 yung sagot ninyo. Kasi yung negative 8 is less than, negative 8 is less than with positive 26, so positive ang sagot. Plus, meron pa tayong 6 dito natira. Plus 6. So, positive naman sila. 18 plus 6, that would give us 24. So, the final answer is 24. So, first is you have to perform the operation, yung nandito kanina, presented already in the previous slide. And then if you are asked to evaluate, then you just have to substitute the values in the final. Dito. Substitute agad kayo. But if the different po ang given, therefore you need to perform the operation first before substituting. So i-perform pa ninyo ni before you're going to substitute there. All right, let's proceed with the next example. What about if division? Division. So we will have the quotient. So F divided by G of X, ibig sabihin that F of G of X is equal to F of X over G of X. G of X must not equal to 0 kasi magiging undefined siya. So if we're going to substitute, we have for F of X, ito si 3x minus 2, and for the G of X, we have X squared plus 2x minus 3. All right, so we will substitute. Okay, from the G of X and from the F of X, from this given above. All right, then, okay, the next step is, itong nandito sa baba. You do not forget to indicate equal sign so that you will be able to know the next step. All right, so 3x minus 2. Then, yung x squared sa baba plus 2x minus 3, anong ginawa natin? Bakit nagiging ganito na siya? We factored it out. Okay, how are you going to factored out? For x squared plus 2x minus 3, of course, we can do the factoring for this. Okay? Gawa kayo ng dalawang close and open parentheses. Then, you have to distribute the x kasi dalawa ito kasi x squared. Therefore, magiging x dito and then x dito. What are the factor of negative 3 that would result with positive 2 if i-add natin? Okay? Lagay natin. Factors of 3 are negative 3 times 1. And also we have positive 3 times negative 1. I think wala nang iba. So we will apply. We will try to add the answer if we will get the positive 2. Negative 3 plus 1 would give us negative 2. Positive 3 plus negative 1 would give us positive 2. Therefore, we will use this. So, positive 3 minus, negative 1 dito. So, positive 3 and negative 1. Therefore, these are the two factors that we can make x squared plus 2x minus 3. All right, so we will use it there. That's why the final answer is 3x, x plus 3 times x minus 1. Okay, after you factored out, that's your final answer already. Okay, division of function is just like that. Okay, you just have to factor it out if it's factorable. But if it's not, then leave it as is. All right, let's have what if we are asked to evaluate. What if the question is you have to evaluate and substitute the x with negative 1. So the final answer here is 3x minus 2 over x plus 3 times x minus 1. So we will use that 1 and then substitute all the value of x. So magiging f of g, of negative 1 is equal to, yung yung nasa taas is 3x minus 2. Yung x dito, papalitan natin ng negative 1. Then, we have for x plus 3 and times x minus 1. Papalitan natin yung x dito ng negative 1. Huwag kalimutan lagyan ng parentheses. Okay, negative 1. All right. Then, we have to continue. Do not forget the equal sign. Perform further the operation. 3 times negative 1 would give you negative 3. Copy negative 2 over, we have add negative 1 plus 3. So negative 1 plus 3 would give you positive 2. Then negative 1 plus negative 1, negative 2. Now, if you're going to assess here, negative 3, negative 2 is negative 5. But 2 minus 2 is 0. Therefore, this is undefined. Hindi po siya pwede na ang isa-substitute natin sa value is negative 1. It's a big no-no. Ma'am, is the answer is correct? Yes, the answer is correct. Negative 5 over 0, but it's undefined. Meaning, hindi po pwede na isa-substitute natin sa negative 1. Kapag po ganon is error po yun. Alright, it's a big no-no. But the process is correct. Alright? So we will proceed with, but if you will arrive with this answer with negative as your denominator, just indicate that it's undefined. Kasi it's a big no-no. Sinabi na nga dito, yung g of x must not equal to 0. Alright? So let's have another example. What about if, okay, say, iba na po yung given natin dito. Given function here, first, the f of x is 2x plus 4, and the g of x is negative 3x minus 9. First thing to do is to define the quotient. So, nagiging f over g of x is equal to f of x over g of x. G of x must not equal to 0, always. And then, we have to substitute the value of f of x. So, it's 2x plus 4. Ito, 2x plus 4. And for the g of x, we have negative 3x minus 9 from here. All right, then next, of course, let's take a look. Pwede pa ba si 2x ma-factored out? Let's try. 2x plus 4. Can we still factor it out? Does the term 2x and 4 has a common? Yes, they still have common. 2, factorable by 2. Therefore, we can, okay, make it like this. Labas natin si 2, bracket tayo. Alright, we will use parentheses. Okay? So, 2, ano po ang factor na iiwan natin sa loob para ang result is 2x? Of course, 1x or x na lang. So, when we multiply 2 times x, that means 2x. Itong nasa taas. Alright? So, we will have to copy the sign positive. Positive. Ano yung iiwan natin dito sa loob na mag-result siya ng positive 4? Of course, 4 divide 2, that is 2. Therefore, 2. 2 times 2, that is 4. Therefore, the final answer for the numerator here is 2 times x plus 2. Now, let's take a look na naman sa ating denominator dito. Okay? Negative 3x minus 9. Thus, negative 3 and negative 9 has a common. The answer is still yes. Okay? Pwede natin ilabas si negative 3 and we will use brackets. Ano po ang naiwan sa loob? Si x na lang for this one, for this term. Alright? When we multiply negative 3 times x, ang result niyan is negative 3x. Ano po ang iiwan natin dito sa loob? Para po ang sagot niya ay negative 9. So, kapag naman negative 3 ang ilalagay natin, the answer is positive. Since negative dito, ang ilalagay natin sa loob is positive. So that 9 divided 3 is 3. Therefore, when we multiply negative to positive, the answer is negative 9. So when we multiply negative 3 times positive 3, the answer is negative 9. Therefore, the final answer here below is negative 3 times x plus 3. Alright, I hope nakuha ninyo. Kapag hindi naman masyadong naintindihan, you can rewatch the video if you want. So the final answer is this. Okay, 2 times x plus 2 over negative 3 times x plus 3. You factored out the numerator and denominator if possible. Always remember, if possible, kung pwede pa siyang i-factored out. Okay, what about if you are asked to evaluate? So you have already the result there earlier. The 2 times x plus 2 over negative 3 times x plus 3. What if you were asked to evaluate if the x is already positive 1? So we will have f of g of 1 is equal to yung 2 times x plus 2. Ang x daw dito papalitan natin ng 1. Sorry. Oops. Papalitan natin ng 1. over negative 3 times x plus 3. Yung x na naman dito, papalitan natin ng 1. Alright, we have, what you need to do is to use the distributive property. Distribute. First, 2 times 1, that is 2. Copy, plus 2 times 2, that is 4. Next, sa baba, negative 2, sorry, negative 3 rather, times negative 1, and positive 1 would give you negative 3. Plus, negative 3 times positive 3. Okay, magiging negative na ito, negative 9. Kasi negative times positive would give you negative. Therefore, perform further operation. 2 plus 4, 6. Negative 3 plus negative 9. So, negative 3 plus negative 9. Same sila, negative. We have here 9 plus 3. You add the number, that is 12. Copy the sign, negative. So the answer is negative 12. Now we will assess if 6 over negative 12 has common pa. Can we divide 6 with 6? Yes. Can we divide 12 with 6? Yes. Therefore, we can still reduce the answer. So the final answer is, okay, divide 6, divide 6. So we will have 6 divided 6, 1. Negative 12 divided by 6, that is 2. Negative pa din. Kasi negative divided by a positive, that would give you negative. So the final answer is negative 1/2. Okay, the answer is negative 1/2. Okay, I hope you understand the discussion for multiplication and division. Now, try to answer this one here. There are two functions given and you are asked to answer A, B, C, and D. Show all your solution and email it to me. All right, email it to me. And after you answer this one, please proceed to your Google Classroom and answer quiz number 4. All right, thank you for watching and see you again for our lesson 3.3, composition of functions. This is Mrs. Clear P. Hamero, your subject teacher for general mathematics.